So guys, a couple, like an hour, hour and a half has passed, well, like an hour actually, since the initial Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta hype in the announcement dropped, and still very hyped, still very excited, still cannot wait for this card to drop, but I've now calmed down, and I'm looking at the card from a objective standpoint, and yeah, when you sigh, there's an issue. So, alright, let's take a step back way in the past. Ooh, I'm actually not even on the right page. Let's actually go to the Ssj4 Gogeta if I can find him. This guy right here, okay? Let's take a trip to the past, alright? The first Gogeta that ever dropped in the game with this guy here, Ssj4 Gogeta. Amazing card, game breaker when he first dropped. He broke the game when he dropped. He was the best card in the game for a very long time. He had one specific unique thing about him. Attacks effective against all types. All types. This is the Gogeta mechanic. Like, all Gogetas in the game tend to, well, should have this, right? Right? Because this is what makes Gogeta unique. This is what makes him irreplaceable. This is why he now is still on a super well, a 120 super team, well, STR team today. And if they come with a new meta of a higher buff, he will still be on the team because this is timeless. This is friggin', you cannot replace this. Not all units have this. So that makes him so unique. It differentiates him from everyone. It really does. Moving on to the second Gogeta we got. The Int Gogeta. Once again, timeless. He'll be viable until the end of the game. He will forever be utilized. He'll forever be a staple. This will always be so friggin' clutch. Super effective against all types. Physical units, he'll be still doing casual millions damage too. It's a Gogeta mechanic. All Gogetas supposed to have this. It is something unique to Gogeta. You have units who break the guard of the enemy, but he was the first, dude. Like, he was the guy that had this passive mechanic here. So now we're in the meta, or we're entering the meta of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And he doesn't have the Gogeta mechanic. He is not super effective against all types. He doesn't do super effective damage to everyone. That's one knock. Alright? One knock. Okay? Passive. Now, he doesn't have the mechanic, meaning that his attack being 120 doesn't really put him in the category of top 5 hardest hitters because you have all the LRs. Well, he can't rival an LR because he's a TUR, but at the same time, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like, you would think they would break the man in some way. You really would think that they would take this card, this iconic character. This character has been wanted in the game since the inception of the game. You would think the day they bring this card to the game, it's going to be something different. It's going to be completely like, there's no way we would ever get in the game. He has 120% attack up on the passive, which a lot of units have had that. Full Power Frieza, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, Int Gogeta has that, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta has that. A lot of units have 120% attack up on the passive. Not unique. It is a good buff. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that is not unique. Alright, that's number one. Extreme types enemy attack and defense down 20%. Int Vegeta's passive, he has the same thing. Is nice. I'm gonna take it. But 20% isn't substantial. And when you're one-shotting the boss or two-turning the boss, it doesn't really matter if you lower their attack or not because you're gonna blitz them like that. So other part of the passive, high chance to evade enemy super attack and counter with tremendous force. Now, this is a bit better than his Super Saiyan 4 defused counterparts, Goku and Vegeta, of course, because they have a medium chance. High equates to about 50-60%, so he's gonna counter half of the time. But that's still situational, okay? You can have a rotation where you have your enemy attacking 4 times in the first slot. You put this guy there in the first slot. He gets attacked, but there's no super attack. There's one additional attack at the end, and you put your Jabroni character at the end, and he's going to super the Jabroni character. Like, that is very situational. It's not very reliable and consistent. When it happens, yes, it's going to happen frequently if he gets a super taken, because, you know, it's a high chance, of course. But once again, very situational. And Super Saiyan 4s have that. Caulifla has that. So nothing unique to him. Okay. Let's see if he makes up for it in his links. Maybe. Okay, Super Saiyan. 10% attack up, alright. Kamehameha, okay, very generic. Shocking Speed, okay. Over the Flash, alright, GT, okay. Fierce Battle, okay. Fuse Fighter. Where's Saiyan Roar? Where's Saiyan Roar? I don't see it anywhere. Okay. Excessive amount of key links. I understand he needing all those key links because he's a Fuse Fighter. He is in a form which is technically Over the Flash. He can't maintain it for a long period of time, so Over the Flash is appropriate. GT is appropriate. I guess Shocking Speed is appropriate, but how can you not get the man Saiyan Roar being the 25% attack up link that the Super Saiyan 4s have? And any grade 8 in the game, we can actually go to Super Saiyan 4s right now. Let's just go to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, just for reference, I should say. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is not even on the first page. Oh, here he is, yeah. So Saiyan Roar is a link unique to the grade 8s. This link here, 25% attack up link. My boy Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta doesn't have it. Now, people were saying on Twitter, I brought this up on Twitter, people were saying because he didn't turn grade 8 in the game. Well, sorry, he didn't turn grade 8 in the anime, so it doesn't warrant throwing that a link. Well, Super Strike Counter Scouter Vegeta turned grade 8 in the anime, but he doesn't have Saiyan Roar. Kid Gohan turned grade 8 in the anime. He doesn't have Saiyan Roar. Any Vegeta in the entire anime, he once turned grade 8, but not every Vegeta has Saiyan Roar. Same thing with Gohan. He once turned grade 8 in the anime, but not every Gohan, in fact no Gohan, has Saiyan Roar. But we have Super Saiyan 4s in the game. Yes, Goku and Vegeta turn grade 8 to achieve the form, but they don't turn grade 8 in their actual card mechanic. But they have the link, because they're in an 8 form. So you would think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, being in an 8 form with a fur and a tail, like you had to go through the 8 process to get that form. You think he would have Saiyan Roar. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. So, I'm nitpicking, guys. I am nitpicking, okay? It's not a big deal. I'm just being very anal. Very good card. Go balls deep. Yes, summon. 100% do not skip. Very amazing. Probably a new meta. Leadership ability has not been announced, so I'm assuming that's going to be something different, something new, something crazy. So be looking out for that, guys. But in terms of him being like a standout unit, he doesn't stand out from anyone. There's a lot of cards that do what he does. Well, not a lot, but I mean, like, you have cards that has the 120% attack up. You have cards that lower attack and defense on the passive. You have units that can counter supers. Maybe a medium chance to counter, but still counter nonetheless. The one thing Gogeta had going for himself was super effective damage against all types. The Int Gogeta is better. And, well, he does have greatly raising attack and defense for one turn. So, you know what? That's nice. I'll give him that. His super attack mechanic is very unique. I think the only card in the game that has that is the STR Cell. I believe he also greatly raises his... let me actually make sure, I don't want to say something that's not accurate. So I want to make sure that Cell has that. I believe he has the same greatly raising attack and defense. So if that's the case, it's not unique to him, but it's not like given to a lot of units. I should say that. Where are you, STR Cell? I know he has Kamehameha. I know he has that. He must have Kamehameha. He's literally like right from his face, right? Here he is, guys. So, okay, he only raises attack. He doesn't greatly, he raises attack, which is probably like 20% for him. So with Gogeta, it's probably going to be about, you know, 40-ish, 50-ish%, which is substantial. And that's one turn, doesn't stack, but one turn, 50% attack on the, well, 50% increase on the attack and defense is going to be pretty substantial. So that's good, okay? I think he's the only card in the game that has a greatly raising of the attack and defense. I wish it stacked, which, that would have made him like, whoa! But it doesn't stack it for one turn. I don't know how to feel. I am nitpicking, I really am, but at the same time, I'm comparing him to himself. I'm comparing him to himself, and I'm comparing him to Super Saiyan 4s. That's all I'm doing, guys. You know, I like the card. I'm a summon, yes, summon, but at the same time, I feel like Bandai could have done certain things with this card that they didn't do. They took away from the card certain links, like Saiyan Roar, of course. They took away from his passive mechanic, and it's good, but it could have been better because I would prefer him to be super effective against all than to evade and counter super attacks. I would prefer him to be super effective against all instead of lowering attack and defense by 20%. If it was 30%, then yes, 20% is still good, but it's not like, oh my god, I gotta have it. I would prefer him to have Saiyan Roar over Shocking Speed. You can even take away, well, this is a Kamehameha attack, but you could take away Kamehameha, give him Saiyan Roar. Anyways, guys, so I'm nitpicking. Just some things that I saw that I didn't really like about the unit in terms of like what he could have been. He lacks like three little things, but he's still an amazing unit, still top tier, still summon. Yes, I'm gonna go balls deep. Thousands of stones is gonna happen, guys. But overall, he doesn't feel like Gogeta. He feels like a good card, but he doesn't feel like, oh my god, it's Gogeta. He's the one and only. Like, he's so unique. Like I'm just saying, guys. Anyway, so hope you guys didn't hate me for this video. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you complain about Gogeta. No. Yeah, I'm going to summon. I'm hype, yes, but I'm just saying, guys. So, yeah, like, share, comment down below, guys, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you all so much. Bye bye.